Hello, and we are on chapter 3 of Hello Kitty, the Animal Farm, reading your bedtime story. So I'm just gonna read it like this as per usual, and just go with it. So this is chapter 3, Helping Out. Hello Kitty was the first to wake up in the morning. She bounced out of bed and pulled open the curtains, and the sunlight streamed in. Outside, the sky was blue with little white puffy clouds floating across it, and Hello Kitty could see Minnie and Jenny down in the field. She woke the others up, and they all got dressed. As they put their clothes on, they started to talk about what order they would do the jobs in. The first job was easy. The animals needed their breakfast, but after that they all wanted to do different things. Fifi wanted to take Rufus for a walk and give him a bath. Dear Daniel wanted to clean up Minnie's cart, and Tammy wanted to clean out the goat and sheep shelter. And Hello Kitty wanted to do both and groom Minnie and Jenny. What to do? Maybe they could decide after breakfast. They hurried downstairs. Their bacon, sausage, and eggs were waiting for them to have after they had fed and watered the animals. The Friendship Club ran outside into the sun. It was great fun putting the feed into the buckets, and giving it all out. The sheep bleated, the hens clucked, Minnie whined, and Jenny gave a loud eeyore. Hello Kitty stroked Minnie and Jenny as they ate. They really hoped she could persuade the others to start the jobs by bathing and grooming Minnie and Jenny. But after they had fed the animals and were eating their own breakfast, the Friendship Club still couldn't decide where to start. They stood by the fields, all waiting to start with something different. Fifi thought Rufus needed a walk before his bath, and dear Daniel said the cart would take a long time to dry when they painted it, so they should get started on it early. Tammy thought the sheep shelters were really needed cleaning out, and Hello Kitty put that in that if they were going to bath Minnie and Jenny, they should do it while it was sunny and warm. They simply couldn't agree, so in the end they all decided to do different things. That way they could all do what they wanted. It seemed like a good plan, but when Hello Kitty fetched the warm water and shampoo and tied Minnie up, she couldn't help wishing that the others were here to help her wash the pony. Minnie nuzzled her. It was lovely to fuss over her and rub shampoo in her tail. But Hello Kitty kept thinking of how much more fun it had been the night before when they had been cleaning and doing the obstacle course together as a group. As she went to refill her water buckets, Hello Kitty saw Tammy wiping her arm across her forehead as she filled the bucket up with dirty straw. It looked like hard work. She wished she could go and help her, but she knew she couldn't leave Minnie with shampoo in her coat, and there was still Jenny to wash too. Dear Daniel was by the tap washing a paintbrush out. He'd cleaned the car and started to paint it, but it was a very fiddly job. It was going to take him ages. Hello Kitty said that washing Jenny and Minnie was going to take a long time too. She hadn't realised how much shampoo she would use and how many water buckets she was going to need. She had thought about asking dear Daniel to help her, but she didn't like to now that she saw how busy he was with his painting. Hello Kitty sighed and carried the water buckets back to Minnie's field on her own. She started on Minnie's mane. As she rubbed shampoo in, she saw Fifi walking across the fields. Rufus was bounding about happily, but Fifi was looking a bit hurried. Hello Kitty wished they were together. Oh, why had they started the different jobs on their own? It would have been much more fun and quicker to work together. The Friendship Club worked so hard all morning that they didn't get a chance to talk at all. By lunchtime, they were very worn out. Dear Daniel's aunt had left them a picnic blanket with an enormous plate of sandwiches, some crisps and crispy apples, and some lemonade to drink. It was hot outside, so Tammy suggested that they eat their picnic in the hay barn where it was shady. They laid everything out on the hay barrels and tucked in. Sitting down for a while and having some food made them all feel better, and everyone started to chatter at once, asking each other how they were getting on. Hello Kitty told her friends she had to finish bathing Minnie and Jenny, but they would still needed a good brush once their coats were dry, and she wanted to pull out Minnie's mane too. She had found some pink ribbon in the stables and thought Minnie would look very sweet with it plaited into her hair. They could even decorate the car with it too once it was painted. Dear Daniel declared that it was just about done. It was drying in the sun, but he also wanted to polish the wheels. Tammy had cleaned out the goat sheep shelter, but she still needed to put some fresh straw down. Phoebe had walked Rufus but needed to bathe him. It seemed like there were still lots of jobs for each of them to finish off. Hello Kitty sighed as she thought about them all going off on their own again for the afternoon. This wasn't how she imagined the weekend at all. They cleared the remains of the lunch away and then went back to finish their jobs. Hello Kitty walked slowly over to Minnie and Jenny's field but frowned as she got to the gate. Where was Minnie? She could see Jenny, but the little pony was nowhere to be seen. Hello Kitty checked the gate, but she had remembered to put the chain around it and it was still fastened. Minnie couldn't have escaped that way. She looked all around the field and then she saw something that made her gasp in alarm. One of the wooden bars of the fence had fallen down and there was a gap just big enough for a naughty little pony to squeeze through. Oh no, Hello Kitty's heart skipped a beat as she stared at the hole. Minnie must have escaped.